Yay, there we are. All right, team. I don't know what you need, buddy. So let me know when you can see me. And then, like usual, something to roll out our feet, something to stretch our back. And then a mat. Oh, good. Perfect. All right. We'll start with that left foot. Go ahead and roll your left foot over the ball or roller. This is a little dangerous. Is that what you need? Some love. And then come to the outside rim of that foot. And inside rim. As you're going into that inside rim, you want to hit both the heel, the arch, all the way up to the ball of the foot. Find the spot where you have a little bit more tenderness, and that's usually where we want to spend a little bit more time. And dig into your heel. So pretty, huh? What do you hear? And then roll into the arch, team. So that's that spot of the foot where you may just need to apply pressure instead of rolling. So you can just shift your body weight forward into your ball or your bar and then pull off of it, move around a little bit and repeat. And ball of the foot, team, big toe to pinky toe. Now roll over that full foot all the way heel to toes. Now step your left foot onto the floor next to your right. Compare how your left foot connects to the earth different than your right foot, and then go into that right foot roll out. Yeah. He has his doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I gotta treasure the cuddle time between him trying to dodge. I mean, Hope was, you're not done? He's probably like, I wanted food. Like you're not understanding. Outside rim, team. And inside rim. You still want up? Should just enjoy the dog free time. Especially when it's on the heel. Okay. Speaking of, now let's dig into the heel, team. Then he's like, I gotta go. Especially when he was behind me, I'm like, that's suspicious. That's suspicious. and the arch. That one feels productive as well. And then ball of the foot, big toe to the pinky toe. He's purring so loud, I feel like you guys can hear that. I never know what that mic is picking up. And then full foot team. Of all the word choices, it was the only one that sounded a little positive. And then go ahead and step your right foot onto the floor, compare it to the left. The two melt into the floor at post, hopefully. And then we're gonna find our way to the back of our mat. Big deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop and hinge. Round your back, draw the hands to the floor. Walk your hands forward, high hover. Low hover. Press your chest through, lay your thighs down. Look over your left shoulder. And look over your right shoulder. Big deep breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Press back into child's pose. Inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands all the way back and then squeeze your glutes and press your hips forward. Ooh, quads are tight. Inhale. As you exhale, set your hips down. Then you're going to come forward, take your left leg out from behind you. This is that one where you may have to move your right foot so that you're not seated on it. Some people feel great there with that knee flexion and some people don't. So pay attention to what feels good for you and then crawl your hands forward. You can hook the foot. Bow your head towards that left thigh. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, come forward into that low lunge. Your right knee is on the floor and you allow the hips to relax. So you're trying to let go of the tension. Just let the gravity load pull your weight of the quad down towards the floor. Big breath in. As you exhale, release. Then dig your right toes into the floor, pop up, lift and rotate your right foot. So you're lunging forward into the left. Here we go, Lisa. Left hand comes down to the floor, right hand to the ceiling. Straighten that left leg. Inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee, lift your body, reach back behind, lunging forward into that left leg as you reach back. Inhale. Exhale one more time, left hand down, right hand up. Straighten your left leg. Soften your left knee. Lift your body, reach back. Big breath in. You just missed your brother. As you exhale, spiral down. Straddle that left foot, drop your right knee. Turn your left toes out. As you turn your left toes out, reach back behind. So that left hand is reaching towards your right foot. Inhale. Exhale, turn back to center. Dig your right toes into the floor. Step back into a high hover. Low hover. Press your chest through. Lay your thighs down. Flatten the feet. Press back into child's pose. Walk your hands all the way back. Extend the hips. Inhale. Exhale, set your hips down. Bring that right leg extended. Make that choice again. If that doesn't feel comfortable, sitting on your left foot, then bring it out to the side. Otherwise, lean in. Now, it's not going to take much for some of us to get a deep stretch in that hamstring. Others, you'll be able to lay your leg or your body flat against your leg. You can hook the foot. Bow your head towards that right thigh. Breathe, and on each exhale, relax the tension in the back of that right leg. Try and let the weight of that leg drop heavier into the floor. Inhale. As you exhale, come forward into that low lunge. Your left knee is down and you're taking your right knee forward over those toes, letting go of the weight of the hips, trying to let that hip flexor on the left side lengthen and sink closer to the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, dig your left toes into the floor, pop up. Lift up and rotate so the left toes are turned out. Reach that right hand forward, left hand back. Take the right hand down to the floor. Big breath in. As you exhale, straighten your right leg. Bend your right knee, lift up, reach back. That right knee is naturally going to want to pull back and you're trying to exaggerate that flexion. And spiral down. Straighten that right knee. And soften that right knee. Lift up, reach back. Big breath in. As you exhale, spiral down to the mat. Square up the left toes. Set that left knee down. Turn the right toes out. And then reach that right hand back behind you. Allow that left hip to drop. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, come back to center. Center your right foot, dig your left toes into the floor, and then step back into that high hover. Low hover, press through. Inverted V, down dog. Float your right leg. Pull your right leg into pigeon. Now once you pull into, oh yes. So glad, Lisa. I know it's balancing family and work and all the things. It's valuable time. So I appreciate that we get a minute together. You can stay nice and tall or drop down. Big breath in. As you exhale, release the tension in that right hip, that right glute, hamstring. One more big breath in. Exhale, press into your hands. Dig your left toes into the floor. Step back into your high hover. Low hover, press through. Inverted V. Left leg comes up. Pull your left leg through. You can stay upright or drop all the way down. With each breath, think about releasing and letting go of the tension in that left hip, that glute. One more big breath in. As you exhale, push back up into your hands. Dig your right toes into the floor. Step back into that high hover. Low hover, press through. Set your thighs down, flatten your feet. And sink back, child's pose last time. Slide your left hand underneath. Try and let that shoulder lengthen and drop into the floor. Inhale. Exhale and switch. Right hand comes underneath. Inhale. As you exhale, bring it back over. So you have both hands overhead. Now walk your hands back and rotate. We're going to set ourselves up for our back stretch. So as you set yourself up for your back stretch, we establish our back gap first. So make sure you have whatever you're going to use to elevate the hips. And then once you do that, look at it. You want to reach behind your back and from your tailbone to the next point of contact, measure, estimate the length, and no quote Gracie, and the height of that gap. Then bend the knees, lift the hips, roll so that you have that roller or ball or whatever you're using underneath your tailbone. And then straighten the legs. Allow those hip flexors to let go. Drop it. I can't throw it if you don't drop it. Good girl. Big breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees and let the knees hang open. So you're in that frog leg position, allowing the weight of the quads to hold the knees towards the floor. Can you open the slider, Vic? Big breath in. Thank you. As you exhale, heel toe your feet out nice and wide and then let the knees drop in. Oh, me too, Lisa. My back has been so tight. And then you stay here. I'm going to grab a tissue, but thank you. But mainly more in my upper back and neck area, but as we all know, it's all interconnected. Thanks, honey. This is going to be hilarious. You got me such fancy tissue. This is in 16 months, the first time we've had toilet paper on our YouTube stretching. So that's a big first time we've had toilet paper on the scene.
Hey, it's a new day.
Love you.
See you there. Bye.
Big breath in. As you exhale, bring your feet back to neutral. Let the feet come up and off the floor so you're drawing the knees in and then let them hang open. Don't be tempted by that, sweet girl. Huh. Inhale. As you exhale, pull the knees in, lengthen the legs, flex your feet and open. What's cute is I have tissue like right where my computer is, like a box of actual tissue, but it's pretty cute that Vic brought me toilet paper. Inhale and a whole roll. As you exhale, close the legs, bend the knees, let the knees hang open. Inhale. Exhale, close the legs, straighten the legs, flex the feet and open. Something doesn't sound good in there. Inhale. Exhale, close the legs, bend the knees and open. Last set, team. We've got to really concentrate on the release. Your body will naturally just hold the joints so tight. And it's a vulnerable feeling, letting go of the joints, because we're so used to being in control. See if you can spend a couple breaths to release and let go, and just trust when there's no movement, we can trust that it's going to be okay to release and let go. Let the weight of the quads pull the hips open a little bit more. And then before you move, you engage the muscles to protect, and then close the legs, straighten the legs, and kick. Now with each kick, you're trying to lengthen out those hamstrings. Flex your feet. Hey, honey. Inhale. As you exhale, hold the legs. You can have your hands on the hamstrings, the calves, hook the toes, lift your head. Inhale. Exhale, set the head down, open the legs, take your hands onto the inside and push out. I knew you'd be back for that. Inhale. As you exhale, come around the backside and pull your feet closer to the floor. I was so excited because I think it was on Tuesday. I can't remember what day I used the roller, but I could touch my toes to the floor. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at how flexible I got. But it must have just been the roller. Womp womp. Inhale. Exhale, close the legs, soften the knees, set one foot down at a time. Lift your hips up and away from that apparatus. Take it to the side and roll down. Straighten your legs, and then feel back behind your back and feel the after. So when we come into that stretching, we can see and assess how tight that back was before and after. And then from there, team, roll yourselves up. Take your ball at your chest, like more at your sternum. And then from there, again, we've talked about that you can find where you're tight. So you can move it up a little bit or back a little bit. Find the position that feels good and then open the arms out. Yes. I should look back and see. I feel like what it's doing is just not making it worse. I don't know. I feel like we've done quite a bit of strength work in the last year. Inhale. Exhale, wrap your arms. Right arm on top. Big breath in. As you exhale, take the arms over, release them into the floor. Inhale. As you exhale, sweep the arms down and around. One more time. Bring the arms up into that hug. Left arm is on top. Big breath in. As you exhale, unwrap, arms go back behind you. Inhale. As you exhale, sweep the arms around the outside. Now in that, go ahead and roll yourself up. So as you roll up off that ball, then reach towards your feet. You can soften the knees if you want on this one. As you come forward, allow your back to round. Let your head drop. Inhale. As you exhale, sit up nice and tall. Slide your left foot in. Take it over the right and spinal twist. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can rotate just a little bit bigger. Now from there, team, turn back to center. Make sure your ball or whatever you're using is out of your way. Slide back down and you have your left foot on the right knee as you come into that figure four stretch. Move around a little bit with that. You can rock front to back, side to side. Now take your left foot, let it come down to the right side. Again, let gravity just pull that leg closer to the floor. That right hand can come through, hook the thigh. Left hand up and out. Look over that left shoulder. Inhale. As you exhale, come back to center. Bring the knees connected and rock front to back. Roll yourself all the way up. Lengthen the legs, reach forward. Inhale. Exhale, sit up nice and tall. Slide your right foot in. Bring your right foot across the left thigh and spinal twist. The heart's going to want to sink and you want to try and lift the heart. So instead of allowing flexion, as you rotate, stay neutral as much as you can, tall as much as you can, or extend a little bit, lift your heart to the ceiling. You might have to tease that stretch a little bit. If you're really tight, you may have to pull out of it, rotate into it, pull out of it. Sometimes that movement can lubricate it a little bit better. Big breath in. Exhale, see if you can rotate just a little bit bigger. And then come back to center. Roll yourself down. As you roll yourself down, now the right foot is on the left knee. Move around in that a little. Take that right foot over to the left. And take that left hand, hook the thigh. Right arm up, open, and look over your right shoulder. Inhale. As you exhale, release the tension in the hip, in the quad, in the back. Inhale. As you exhale, come back to neutral, knee to knee. Rock yourself forward. The legs straight this time, so you're still seated nice and tall before we come into our final stretch. Take your left hand, sit on it, and then bring that right ear to the right shoulder. Lean away from your hand. Now the advantage, I'm going to face you, continue in that for a second. The advantage here, we have the legs lengthened on purpose today. The advantage here, rock forward to the right and come back. Find where the tension in your neck needs more time. Inhale. As you exhale, come back to center, switch hands. Now you sit on that right hand, gentle pressure ear to shoulder. Move front to back. Inhale. As you exhale, release that. Yeah, mine too, Lisa. I was like, take your pick, all of it. Oh, Lori, I love that. Yes. So glad we get to stretch together. Last stretch, team. Come back down one more time. Knees are together. Bring your hands up. Open them and drop the knees to the right. Now, as we come into this final stretch, if there's something else that you need to work on, take it to that here. You can straighten your left leg. You can apply pressure on that left quad. And then gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale. As you exhale, soften your left knee. Bring your knees back to center. Rock a little front to back. Mischievous. Now drop your knees over to the left. Arms up, open. Option to straighten your right leg. That left hand can press on the right thigh. Gaze over that right shoulder. Inhale. As you exhale, soften your right knee. Go ahead and bring your knees back to neutral. Rock front to back one more time. Roll yourself up. As you roll yourself up, take the hands, hook behind the knees, and pull back. Inhale. Exhale, sit up nice and tall. Rotate over onto your hands and knees. Dig your toes into the floor. Lift the hips. Press back into that down dog. Walk your hands back as you dangle. Relax the muscles in your face, your neck, your shoulders. Whatever stress you can let go of before we walk away from our mat, whether that's physical, mental, emotional. Leave what you don't need to carry out of here. And then slowly roll up. Squeeze your glutes. Pull your abdominals in. Roll your shoulders back and down so you're standing nice and tall. Take a nice big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale one more time. Big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale. Give yourselves a hand, team. So good to stretch with you this morning. I appreciate you showing up for one another, for yourself, for me. You guys are the best team. I hope you have an amazing Sunday. I will be in touch with you soon. Oh, I love it. Yes. Oh, good, good, good. I know last week's email came on Monday, but I'm assuming that I'm going to get to that today. It's a different day. It's a different day. It's a different week. So my goal would be to get that to you guys today. But if not, maybe a surprise in your inbox tomorrow morning. Oh, thanks, you guys. I agree. I feel like it's such a great way to wrap up the weekend, start our day, start our week. And then I do feel like we could always do more of it. I only stretch when I'm with you guys. So I probably need to do that a little bit more. But I'm really proud that we've stuck with it this long. So there's that. Anyway, I'm going to go see what these dogs did to the other room. Oh, Lori, I love it. Yes, love to everyone for sure, because they sounded a little mischievous. But I think it was just trying to get the forbidden blue towel. But who knows? Might be pretty exciting in there. I love you. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow.